The DS7 is an SUV that aims to bring the French brand into competition with rivals like the Audi Q5 and BMW X3. But does it feel posh enough inside to compete? Well, the DS7's cabin looks completely unlike any of the predictable Germans. The wide, sweeping dash and huge touchscreen dominate the design, but it's the details like the knurled volume controls, intricate window switches and neat stitching that really make it stand out. Some people will love the flamboyance and some will hate it, but it's certainly unique. The DS7's build quality, however, doesn't feel quite as sturdy as that in an Audi Q5 or BMW X3. Apart from one or two hard plastics around the bottom of the doors, it does feel quite lovely though. This performance model line here gets a dashboard covered in Alcantara, which is like a fake suede. And in top spec models, it's smothered in Napa leather. Entry-level versions of the DS7 have plenty of kit too, but it's worth upgrading to this performance edition. It comes with 19-inch alloy wheels, LED headlights, a larger 12-inch touchscreen and some fantastic digital dials. The 12.3-inch display works much like Audi's virtual cockpit. It doesn't get the same gorgeous Google mapping as the Audi, but it can display mapping and trip functions, and the customizable designs look nice. Above the performance line sits the Prestige and Ultra models, which add things like a fancy clock on the dash, 20-inch alloys and a huge panoramic glass roof. The centerpiece of the car's interior though is that huge display. It's big, bright and shiny, so it looks quite expensive, but it's also a grubby fingerprint magnet. There's a row of touch-sensitive shortcut buttons and a physical volume wheel control along the bottom of the display, and this makes it a little bit easier to use the system while you're driving. However, the graphics of the display are only okay, as is the user interface. The menus are fairly well laid out and the big screen makes it easy to hit the right button even when you're driving, but the system can sometimes feel a bit laggy when you press it. You can enter an address with the on-screen keyboard, and diverting to a point of interest like a fuel station takes more button presses than it does with BMW's iDrive system. There's a few other ways that the system can't match that of the BMW as well. The most obvious is the reversing camera. Where the X3 gets a gorgeous high-definition 3D display, the DS7 gets a grainy camera that will be a bit disappointing on a budget small car, never mind a supposedly posh SUV. Another problem is that most of the functions for the air conditioning can only be adjusted through the screen. This makes it much harder to use on the move than a physical dial or a button, and you have to leave whatever screen you were previously using just to tweak the fan speed for the air conditioning. If these little gripes get on your nerves, at least you can make the most of both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, both giving access to your smartphone's mapping and music apps. All DS7 Crossbacks get a digital radio, and the station icons are displayed on screen with bright graphics. The sound quality through the standard speakers is fairly clear too, but isn't quite as basic as some of the top systems you'll find on rival SUVs. There is an upgraded stereo made by a firm called Focal, and that gives you a little bit more sound oomph. Overall then, the DS7 comes with a cool, distinctive interior design, which almost matches its German rivals for quality. However, its infotainment system still isn't a match for what you get from BMW nor Audi.
If you enjoyed this video, please like it and share it, and click on our logo to subscribe to our channel. Also click on the video windows for more CarWow videos.